Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So, I'd like to discuss how natural is nature. Um, how natural is nature? So, we think nature is very natural, and that it's a lot of people we don't go very far past what our everyday experience of nature is. But then you start having problems and you have to start digging a little bit deeper, okay? Especially if you have had any mood problems or this, that, or the other. Uh, if you've had any problems where your mind and your body, okay, your mind and your body are in opposition to your life force energy, your soul, your spirit, your life force energy, which is of love, your mind and your body are in opposition to that. I used to say I did all kinds of stuff on accident. Like, oh, I did that. I got married on accident. That was my favorite one. And it wasn't really on accident, even though I say these things. It was like my mind and my body telling one thing, and then my soul, spirit, life force energy, like knowing that that wasn't right. So they try and diagnose this as some type of disease. Okay, that's inaccurate. That would be, well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that, but this is the natural state of human nature. Human nature, okay, the natural state when you were born here is for your mind and your body to be in opposition to your soul, spirit, life force energy of love. Okay? Love is the most high. Love is the most high frequency, documented. Love is the strongest, the most powerful, and love is everlasting. Love is eternal, never ending. Love is the creative creator life force of the entirety of everything that we are aware of. It's the light in the spaces in between. It's everything. Without love, there would be nothing. And seek understanding on that. Seek that energy can't be created or destroyed. We can't create or destroy energy. So what's that say about our past, and what's that say about our present and our past? What's that say about time? Certain things used to be very well accepted doctrine, and then over the last 500 years it became unaccepted and forgotten, and intentionally forgotten, because the biggest campaign, the biggest smear campaign there ever was and ever will be, the first one there ever was against love. Okay, so how natural is nature? Okay, how natural is nature? How are things happening? How are things changing? Okay, there's one perspective that a lot of people are in, and it's a materialist perspective, and they believe some things that I really have a hard time understanding how they could imagine that would be true. Okay, you can go and look at some frequency images. Okay, so what I'm talking about is like when you cut an orange open, how it's a circle and it's got the like wedges. Okay, or when you cut a kiwi open and it's got the dots in the pattern, or when you cut a tomato and it's got the shapes. That is what I mean when I say frequency-based reality. So the seed, the little tiny seed, has the code, the operating code for the frequency of that fruit or vegetable inside of it. And then it grows and it makes a billion of itself, or however many seeds it will make. Excuse me, I'm like trying to polish this, but it's very difficult because I really don't want to lose a bunch of people by saying certain words that I know people don't like, because those words have been intentionally defamed. So, how natural is nature? So, all of these things are happening. This is, to me, it's very obvious that it's intelligent design. If you just look at relationships between things, they call them symbiotic relationships, where they have to have each other. They have to have each other for them to exist. There are so many of those, like bees and flowers or whatever. Like, they have to have each other. Well, one belief system like has the bees getting here first, and then the flowers getting here. It's like that didn't happen, because the bees need the flowers and the flowers need the bees. And there's hundreds of examples of this. And this is intelligent design. We are in a creation. We call it nature. And that's why I ask, how natural is nature? We are in a creation, and it's intelligently designed, and more intelligent than anything any of us could ever come up with. We can't even understand it, because there's the material world, but then there's also the frequency based, like I was discussing. If you don't believe in the frequency based, then get rid of your cell phone, get rid of your internet, get rid of your computers, get rid of all that shit, because it uses frequency. It's electromagnetic, it's waves, it's different things that our mind and our body cannot perceive. And we don't have that built in to our five senses. And that, I think, is with intention. We're not supposed to have all that. We're, supposed to be able to perceive that. But the average person doesn't understand that. And we don't know it. And it hasn't been taught to us. Okay? And I do believe there's a reason for that, personally. We need to go from the paradigm of this is a material rock something or another reality to also there is a frequency-based reality where tuning forks do work, in organs and sound therapy and color therapy, all these different things, they do work, and they actually are more beneficial than the shit that we're doing now with like the chemicals, trying to chemically balance. It's so far out of how nature is functioning. It's a frequency-based reality. And love is the most high frequency. That is our weapon. It says our weapons are not physical. And that's because we are like radios. We create our own electric. We are electrical. If you don't believe that we're electrical, then don't go get EKGs. Don't go get pacemakers put in to keep your heart going. Don't use a defibrillator to jump start you back to life. We are electrical. Not only are we electrical, but our energy radiates outside of us, and we can use imaging to detect that now. That's not even something that we can argue. That's why when people say, like, get out of my personal bubble, it's a legitimate. It's your energy comes out farther away from your body than what your body is. Your animating life force energy, what's keeping you alive, your soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it, of love, is keeping you alive, comes out of your body. It's not just in your body, okay? Our body is in our spirit, because this is also a frequency-based reality. It's very hard to understand, but it doesn't mean it's not true. Just because we don't like something or we don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not true. This channel is going to be for people who want the truth, and they don't care what they got to do to get it, because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of watching my family be sick and tired. And then I start to come to understand that what is happening here, and it's a gift that my family has had to go through so much. It's a gift, and I understand that. And now I understand. Now I'm getting it together. Now I'm going to share the information with other people, so they can understand what has happened and why things have been the way that they are, and where things are going. And love is the most high, and if you don't get up to that and you don't acknowledge that and you don't sync up with that, that's eternal. Everything else is not eternal. It has an end to it, and it will be ending. I'm not saying anything else about that, but this is what I am only going to speak on what I have personal knowledge and information on. Love is never ending. Love is eternal. That's the only thing that I know that is. And with that, I'm going to call that one good. And much love and many thanks. Thank you.